Welcome to the Mellow Baron True Fact Channel, where we fact check everything. We don't believe in anything, we fact check everything. Alright? So if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Alright? Please comment, spam up the comments. I will get back to every single one of you in the comments. Thank you. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for following. Thank you for commenting. All right, please like this video. Let's get right to it. This is another video. Like I'm saying, man, we're trying to come with 5 or 6 video every single week on the 7. You feel what I mean? So you're getting it 7 days a week. That we're gonna try to give you at least 6 videos 7 days a week. All right, so welcome to the channel. Let's get right to it. All right. You see how the fire is literally like destroying everything. Like, I'm looking at, it looks like even metal would melt at the temperature that these fires are going. It's burning non-stop. It's going through house to house, neighborhood to neighborhood, which I see it.
مقطع عنا شغل
Yeah, I know y'all seen the BBC one where all the cars were abandoned and everything. Then the next video after that, we're dealing with the fires and the screaming. You hear the screaming. So I don't know if the people are like screaming for help or if it's animals that are screaming, but it's disturbing. It would be like what you would think when they describe hell and everything like that, how people's souls would be screaming. It's disturbing. I don't know if it's a real video, but if it's not, hey, they did a crazy job on it. Like, it got
breaking news for you overnight from the California wildfires. At least 10 people, we're sorry to say, are now confirmed dead by the medical examiner. At this hour, 5 separate fires, 5 are still burning across Los Angeles County, some still at 0% containment. That includes a new fire called the Kenneth Fire. This in the Woodland Hills area of Los Angeles. Now, that's just north of the county's largest fire in Pacific Palisades. Take a look at these images taken from above. Devastation as far as the eye can see. And then, of course, the unimaginable loss. Officials estimate as many as 10,000 structures have been burned. Nearly 180,000 people under evacuation orders today.
Here's the scary truth about the California wildfire going on and why it's almost impossible to stop. I've lived in Los Angeles over 10 years now, and I've learned a few things about the wildfires here. Speed and intensity. Most California wildfires move up to 15 miles per hour. That's faster than most people can run. They destroy everything in their path in minutes. Size. California wildfires have burned millions of acres each year. The 2020 fires burned more than 4.3 million acres. That's bigger than Connecticut, y'all. Cost and containment. These wildfires literally cost millions of dollars to contain. In 2021, the Dixie Fire alone cost over $62.3 million to suppress. We're not talking about 3 million, 4 million. We're talking about 62 million and above. And then we have manpower, which is our firefighters. We have our firefighters that are working tirelessly in ridiculously dangerous conditions. Everyone's evacuating, they're running in. Sometimes it gets to the point where the state hires inmates to help put out the fires because the firefighters, they're exhausted, they need a break. And what happens when you run out of firefighters? You bring on inmates. True story, y'all. Another huge factor, water scarcity. Yes, it's possible to run out of water. It takes millions and millions of gallons of water to put out these fires. In California, the combination of drought and limited resources makes it really, really hard. Weather obstacles, like what's happening right now, the wind. The wind is insane right now. The wind is what's spreading the fire. Not only that, the wind can blow gusts of fire, like pieces of fires, to other areas of California and start another wildfire there. So wind is the biggest challenge. So when people are like, I thought the fire was in Palisades, like, why is it now in this area? And how is it all the way in that area? That's because of the wind, and it's literally picking up the fire, throwing it like a fireball to other areas of California. Air quality. The fires are emitting a ridiculous amount of carbon dioxide, ash, smoke. We are breathing that in every day. So even if you're miles away, you're still going to suffer with the consequences of the smoke and the ash. And if you have asthma or any kind of lung issues, I highly recommend that you put on a damn mask or just stay the fuck inside. And then recovery time. We don't really talk about how it can take decades to recover from these wildfires, to the point sometimes where it can actually damage and affect the ecosystem for eternity. Like literally some ecosystems will never be the same because of California wildfires. So how can we prevent these wildfires? Honestly, humans are 80% of the time, humans are the cause of wildfires like this. Especially in California where it's very dry. Be careful with unattended campfires. Be careful with fireworks. Or sometimes it's not caused by humans and the wind is really bad and you have a downed power line and boom, that's all it takes. That said, I know you're hearing a lot of things on the news, but now maybe you have a better understanding of how these fires start and why it takes so long to put them out. I'll keep you guys updated with the fires here. Please stay safe, stay aware, and take care of each other.
You look at it. You're looking at these two videos right here, where the user says like 10 people declared dead. It's even more than that now. And then you're looking at where she's saying that the Dixie Fire is the containment was $62 million. That it goes on and on and on. But like when we're going and we're looking at this, is it that the like Trump came out and said that the governor needs to do more and this and that, cleaning up their forests and all this, stopping fires from progressing? Is it that the governor of California receives funding from the federal government? Because I seen another video with a lady that's questioning him, and he was telling the lady he's on the phone, trying to get on the phone with the president right now so they could speak on what's going on about the fires and how they're going to help the people and so on and so forth. So what I'm saying is it that the money's coming in and the money's being used, and that's why these fires keep happening year after year? That's the reason? So let's get to the next video.
Look at this firefighter. He has not given up.
He's not going to give up.
Just feet away from these flames.
And he
is going to make sure he...
Sorry, Alex. So we saw, he's there. We saw another firefighter come up trying to help give him a little bit more slack on his hose. But it's just one guy. One guy.
It is, Lynette, and there's other resources out here, but everybody's taking a house. There's like 2 or 3 guys that are spread out because they're trying to stay ahead of the flames. Now, here comes another firefighter to try to help him out, and here comes CAL FIRE coming into the scene as well. This is a big mutual aid. Riverside County Fire Department just pulled in here. So there was a call on the radio just a short time ago before you guys came to me that basically said, we need extra help out here, and these guys started mobilizing and moving into the neighborhood. But but look, you can see this. This is what these firefighters do. Just a moment ago, this thing was flaming, and this guy was not going to give up. I don't know his name, but this firefighter stood his ground, and he was just shielding himself with that palm tree. And look at this. He was able, as of now, to save this home right here.
As you seen in the last video, how the firefighters like standing 10 toes down. You know, 10 toes down. I'm talking about down. They fighting that flames, putting their life in danger for everybody in California. Not just everybody, but like every firefighter that goes out and really do their job and put their life on the line. Like, I salute y'all. And I also want to thank everybody that's in the first responders and everything that they're doing. That they're doing a great job. But after a while, they have to go contain their homes, you know, because the whole place is going up in flames. So let's continue to the next video.
What's happening in California is a true tragedy. I know those areas very well. Beverly Hills and areas around Beverly Hills are being decimated. The biggest homes, some of the most valuable homes in the world are just destroyed. This is a true tragedy, and it's a mistake of the governor, and you could say the administration. They have plenty of water. They don't have a drought. They send it out to the Pacific, and it's crazy. So
I know y'all seen the traffic. Traffic is crazy. I'm talking about like backed up from street to street. It's so bad it looked like a Hollywood movie scene, all right? But that's real life. That's how much people was evacuating, trying to get out of Cali, Los Angeles, to be exact, the city, as all this is going down. You know what I mean? So it's kind of everybody trying to save what they can, and there's only so much they could carry, and you're talking about $1 million worth of homes going up in flame. Not 1-2 million, you're talking about millions. All right, the damage is probably in the billions. So now when you sit back and look at all this, all that we're going through in America, and then you got to deal with the fire and all this and all that, then you got a video that comes right after where Trump is saying that he knows those areas very well, that California need to clean up their bushes, their forests, and all that. He's talking to nobody else but the governor. You see what I mean? You're talking about, this is a state that is known around the world because of Hollywood and the type of money Hollywood brings in. You know what I mean? And then the money, you know, they bring in for the, you know, and you're telling me like, yo, y'all got money to launch a smart city, but y'all don't have money to take care of the city? Why is these people properties going up on flames? And ain't no water in the water reserves? Nothing? Y'all didn't go and get no river water to upload, to refill these tanks? Come on, we can do better than this.
Hey, TikTok. You won't believe these 5 shocking facts about the Los Angeles fire that erupted on January 7th, 2025. Let's dive in. Fact number 1, this fire was started by a drone. A hobbyist lost control of their drone, which crashed into a power line, igniting the blaze. Who knew flying toys could cause such chaos? Fact number 2, over 27,000 people had to evacuate. But get this, 60% received late evacuation alerts. Panic set in as families scrambled to escape the flames. Imagine the chaos. Fact number 3, over 10,000 animals perished. Wildlife like coyotes and local birds were completely caught off guard. It's heartbreaking to think how many lives were lost in just a couple of days. Fact number 4, conspiracy theories erupted. Some locals claim the fire was intentionally set for land development, igniting protests and investigations. Was it really an accident? Fact number 5, the community rallied hard. They raised over $2 million within a week for those affected. Talk about unity in a crisis. LA definitely showed its heart. So there you have it, 5 unbelievable facts about the LA fire. Did you find this surprising? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to follow for more shocking stories. Follow for more.
That's the Palisades fire. That's the one we've all been watching. But what is that? That's a fire. But that's not Hollywood Hills, because That's the Hollywood sign. Oh wait, do you see that flashing? What's that? Well, I don't think that's a fire flashing, but that's just emergency lights. What is that?
I want to say thank you to all the TikTok creators. As I'm making this video right now, TikTok was no longer active Saturday night, open to Sunday morning, the 19th of January 2025. As I'm making this video and I'm putting everything into perspective, TikTok was no longer active. I just checked on TikTok 10 minutes ago. For some reason, I don't know if it's where I'm parked, it's active. I'm shocked. So I don't know if it went down for a few hours and they're working on whatever, and now it's active because I seen somebody else's page. I was able to access my page, and the thing that was keep popping up is not popping up. So let's see. But as you can see, people did rally together. People did come together for the fire. They did gross $2 million in a week for people in need to aid. And then as the second video that you just seen, there's like different spots where fire was starting. And I seen this kid that was a fire, and he called 911 while he's waiting. One first responder truck rolled by, but it wasn't a fire truck. While he's waiting, a second one start. While he's waiting, a third one start, all the way to like 7th. And then the first fire turned to this massive fire. It was crazy. And then you're looking right over the hill. There's a house right there. There's another house right down the road. Yeah, so we're seeing how like the wind is aiding and all that. But everybody's talking on what it could and could not be.
That one home is on fire. And right over here, Joab, you can see more people coming with their horses. They're trying to rescue their animals. Can you imagine just, oh my goodness, these embers flying everywhere. Hi there, how many more horses do you have?
We have a couple we just let loose over there. We're trying to get as many as we can out. Yeah.
Are any homes out there on fire?
Honestly, I did not pay attention. I just drove straight to the barn to get my horses out and get the rest of these guys out. We're not just gonna let them burn.
We got a bunch out with trailers, and there's a bunch in there still. How many more? We don't know. I don't know how many. How many did you let out?
We took about 4 of them in trailers, 2 in a separate trailer, 3 in another one. So there should be at least maybe 12.
About 12. Are there more people out there right now?
It's a whole bar.
Let's get these out. I got, let's see. So there's 4, 2, 3, what is that, 9? How are these 4, 10, 11, 12? There's 12. Yeah, no, they're pretty wired up. They're getting used to it. They're getting used to it now, but when the wind's blowing and the embers are, they don't really know what to do. Have you seen anything like this? Look at that hillside. Yeah, I've rescued before. Yeah? Yeah. Okay. Well, please be safe. Yeah, thank you. You be safe too. Yeah. I think, Joab, we're going to have to end up moving because I could see all of the firefighters that were stationed at this location and the police officers. They already left.
I'm so sorry if y'all didn't realize, you out-of-towners, out-of-staters, the Palisades is LA. Altadena is LA. Pasadena is LA. Culver City is LA. South Central is LA. Hollywood is LA. Culver City is LA. Torrance is LA. Gardena is LA. Compton is LA. Don't fucking piss me off. We have our sub-cities, but baby, we are all motherfucking LA. And when one goes down, baby, we all go down. Stop with that classist ass shit. Y'all know Paris Hilton lost her house. Y'all think I give a fuck that it's Paris Hilton? Bitch, it's a human being that lost her motherfucking home. Janae Aiko, as well as people that I know personally. It's not about are y'all dumb? LA, stand up, pray for my entire city, my entire county. Pray for us all. The fuck? Y'all weird.
We seen the fire, man. Like, you seen the fire, you see the people with the horses, how you're trying to save any animal, loved ones, anything like that, how they went back to the fire and got out some of the horses they could take with them, some other horses they just let loose. You're seeing how the news reporters going out of her way to literally walk in the middle of the flames to record, and you're looking at the embers on the floor and everything that is being brushed out from under them. It's a deadly situation, and I want to thank all the news people that goes out in the middle of the of what's really going on, the hurricanes, the fires, and everything that happens, and report the news to us. Not the ones that's fabricating it, but the ones that are actually reporting news to us, what's really going on. And on the second video, you can see the lady talking about the different cities of LA, Palisades, and everything like that in that nature. So let's get to the next.
This is some wild video. Check out this fire-nado. It was captured by Fox 11 LA in the Palisades fire. This was last night about 10:45 local time. This one's been all over social media. Unbelievable. Yeah, you get big pressure changes, big temperature changes, and you can see those. It's a real thing. There's actually been an EF3 fire-nado that happened in the past. I'm trying to remember which fire it was from. It was several years ago, but just the point is you can actually get these actual tornadoes that have fire in them that can get pretty strong. It's more like a dust devil than an actual tornado, which would come out of a supercell. But my goodness, you want to talk about a contrast in what we've seen across the country over the last couple of days. And you can see this time of year, you know, December, January, you can get Santa Ana winds events that lead to fires. Of course, you know, fires of this magnitude, it's historic, and it's something that all those people are never going to forget. I'm never going to forget covering it as far as my career goes, because this is just, it's just been incredibly wild and memorable.
Is there anything we can do to help you, sir?
You can take these paintings, I guess.
But this is like a hurricane in the middle of a brush fire. You've got people right there. Is that a homeowner that's trying to leave? Is this your house?
Yeah.
Which is your house?
Yeah, this is our house. Backyard's on fire. I'm out of here.
Oh my gosh. So what happened? Is there anything we can do to help you, sir?
You can take these paintings, I guess. I can't ride with these.
Listen, I'll take them for you. I work at NBC.
Thank you.
I'll make sure you get them. But we've got these. We've got these from you. You come and find them for me at NBC. But again, so here you see.
I'm taking my bike out. See you guys.
Okay, someone leaving. He just told me, this gentleman, that his home is on fire. His backyard's on fire.
My sister called, and she's like, "Are you okay?" And at that moment, a helicopter flew over my house and just dropped water. And I was like, "Oh, it's raining." She's like, "Oh, no, it's not raining. Your neighborhood is on fire. You need to get out." And as soon as I opened my door, it was like right there. And then the first thing I did was looked at the trees to see where the wind was blowing, because it hit me, it blew me back. At the bottom of the canyon, there was cars piled on top of each other. There was boulders and debris that fell off of the canyon that was on fire, that was in the middle of the road where people had to abandon their cars. So I said, I'm just gonna jump in the pool. I can barely swim, but I'm just gonna, that's our only way out, because the canyon is literally on fire on both sides. I thought it was just the canyon across my house, but no, it's literally on both sides. There was no other way for me to get out, and if it had not been for the grace of God, of my neighbor's son coming to get their mother, and me going to the corner to just try to flag someone down.
As you really could see it, how the situation turned to the worst, that you see there's some people that's taking their bike, trying to bike their way away from their house in a situation like that because of the fire. And you also have, like the lady that was explaining how the helicopter dropped water on the house, and she thought it was raining, that someone on the phone was telling her that her neighborhood was on fire. So you have to sit back and think about it. How many people were trapped in there, you know, that didn't know that the neighborhood was on fire, their house was on fire, or, you know, or was disabled. Nobody's talking about that, or was left behind, or was unable to be carried by another family member. we don't know. So these are all the questions that we need to ask and pray for the people that goes through what they're going through.
We did have a drone incursion yesterday at the Palisades fire. Unknown exactly what time this small drone hit the wing of our CL-415 Super Scooper aircraft. The pilots were unaware that they hit the drone. It wasn't until they landed at Van Nuys Airport that the maintenance staff noticed that there was a fist-sized hole in the leading edge of the wing inboard of the landing light. That Super Scooper will be prioritized for repair 24/7. It should be flying Monday. We only have 2 of them. Flying a drone in the fire traffic area is not only dangerous, but it's illegal. The most important thing to know is that if you fly a drone at one of these brush fires, all aerial operations will be shut down.
One day, he goes, it's just going to be the right wind and fire's going to start in the right place and it's going to burn through LA all the way to the ocean, and there's not a thing we can do about it.
You seen what the sheriff deputy talking about the drone incident, that people flying over the fire, probably trying to cap stuff and falling and create more fire, more disasters and stuff. But I also want to say shout out to Dre OG and QF and them boys. I'm a fan of everybody. I watch everybody's channel. Like, it's crazy, but I watch everybody. And I seen a video earlier, actually, where there's 2 guys on 4-wheelers going around and pumping gas right off they bike right into the forest, right into the jungle, you know, and they lighten up. They lighten it up, so it's kind of like when you see that, like, I just had to go back in my mind and replay it, and it's kind of like, is this for real? And they literally recording themselves on the 4-wheeler, on the quad, literally just riding through and burning stuff up. So, you know, we don't know what it is. So let's continue to the next video.
He goes, we get lucky with the wind. He goes, but if the wind hits the wrong way, it's just going to burn straight through LA, and there's not going to be a thing we can do about it.
The LA wildfires are on track to be one of the costliest in U.S. history, with losses already expected to rise above $135 billion. The blaze continues to rip through some of America's most expensive properties, including the homes of Hollywood celebs like Paris Hilton, who lost her $8.4 million house, and Miles Teller's $7.5 million dream home. Meteorologists are forecasting that the raging wildfires will also have long-term effects on health and tourism in the state.
I just think it's crazy, man. Everything I came on this app and said, it done came true. We are heading to a year 9. This year is dedicated to the 9 ether beings. Now understand, a lot have to fall in order for us to rise. Let's talk about it. Peace and divine love to all the guys and goddesses, all the high vibrational, beautiful souls and spirits. What's up? So today we'll be talking about the California fire that's been going on. Let's dive in. Now I know everybody been seeing LA burn down. Now I see everybody on Facebook, oh my gosh, y'all better repent. Sky Daddy is coming. Now y'all have to think, maybe this needed to happen. The whole world know Hollywood is demonic. How can we move forward and rise if it's shit like this that's still around? Now I want everybody to take a look at this picture right here. As y'all can see, the last couple of wildfires we had, it didn't even burn down no trees. Maybe this is a sign from the universe and our ancestors. Now understand, we're talking about Hollywood, man. The ancestors sitting up there like, man, it's hard for our people to rise because they keep looking outside of themselves, looking up the motherfuckers that don't even give a fuck about them. So what they doing? Getting these fucking clowns out the way. Now understand, we really about to get deep, so pay attention to this right here, man. The planet is shifting. We have a second sun called Planet Nibiru. I got many videos talking about this, and if y'all know me, y'all know I always speak on this same shit. When Nibiru get closer to our planet, it grabs a hold of the magnetic crust. As Nibiru goes by, it let go of this magnetic field that's inside the crust, which causes the crust and the planet and etc. to bounce back a little bit, like a rubber band if you pull it. And this right here causes all type of disasters, man. Earthquakes, tsunamis, tornadoes, floods, even fire. Y'all have to understand, one of the Earth's main chakras, one of the biggest energy center on this planet is here in Hollywood Hills, where the fire is at. Now understand, this red dust that everybody been seeing, yeah, it's coming from the fire just a little bit, I can't lie. But this red dust is actually the tail of planet Nibiru. It's red iron oxide dust, man. This is why it's red as fuck out there. You feel me? All of this is really coming from planet Nibiru and the impact it had on this planet. That's causing everything to shift and act out like this. Let those with a clear vision see, man. I love, value, appreciate, and adore every single last one of y'all. Ground, Sungate, Detox, Meditate, Fast. I see everything. Peace, family.
I let a few of the videos play because there wasn't much to say. Like, it explained itself. Just like that young brother that just explained to him, what he explained with the planets and everything, with Nibiru, with the earth crust, the magnetic field. Hey, ain't nothing else I have to say. He even tried to explain the fire. All I wanted to say is just keep going. I'm listening. Like, I'm ready to grab my notebook and take notes. So I'm in the background right here just watching it with you. We watching it in real time. We getting it from the ground up, all right? We doing this on the iPhone, like straight up. We ain't gonna sugarcoat nothing. We got multiple phones, but we're doing it on the iPhone. We're trying to see if it's possible to get it going. So I've been working this around the clock. You'll see I'm in the car. Everywhere I'm at, I'm always trying to input it. So I'm putting in the time to get the work done. This is the last bits we're wrapping up, and then we're going to put this in for production, all right?
Some of Hollywood's biggest celebrities' homes have been burned to the ground in the apocalyptic Los Angeles wildfires. Anthony Hopkins' home is gone, as the devastating photos show the house before and after the recent wildfires. John Goodman's house has been completely destroyed, and all that now remains is his backyard pool. Miles Teller's $7.5 million dream home is another building which is now entirely wiped out. Paris Hilton says she watched her home burn to the ground on live TV, while Matthew Perry's home has been engulfed and Harrison Ford was forced to evacuate. The list continues to grow, as Eugene Levy, Billy Crystal, and Adam Brody are also among those whose homes are destroyed, while dozens of other stars now face an anxious wait alongside their neighbors to learn if anything could be saved and to pick up the pieces of their multi-million-dollar homes.
The firefight in California now in day 4. Today we saw firsthand how homeowners continue to face the wildfires head-on.
Topanga's there. If we burn, Topanga burns. We need to stop this.
Using water hoses, shovels, and sprinklers, these residents have been fighting for days.
You're sweating, you're covered in water and dirt. Why are you doing this?
Because there's a whole community behind us, and if we go, they go.
With firefighters on the ground and the wind slowing down, air assets attack the blaze from above.
We're in the middle of the Palisades firefight right now. That is a Firehawk. It's a Black Hawk helicopter that has up to 1,000 gallons of water, dropping it right on some of the hottest spots of this wildfire.
The accuracy of those airdrops was unbelievable.
Even Carmen Harmon, who is 6 months pregnant, spraying down her home with water. She's expecting a boy and says she's trying to ensure her baby has a place to come home to.
We're ready to go if we need to. We have routes out, but yeah, we want to try and stay and fight.
And the threat isn't over. Today, new evacuations ordered as a fire broke out in Granada Hills. And last night, another new fire near Calabasas. A furious effort held back these flames, but with each new outbreak, already thin resources are being stretched even further. Today, there's one less firefighting plane in the air after a super scooper was struck by what the FBI is investigating as a civilian drone strike. The damage left a fist-sized hole in its wing, grounding the vital aircraft designed to drop 1,500 gallons of water on fire. The fires have now burned more than 56 square miles. That's larger than the city of San Francisco. More than 12,000 structures damaged or destroyed. These stunning before and after images of the Eaton fire in Altadena showing what the fire did to a vibrant community. According to the Los Angeles County Medical Examiner, the fires have now killed 11 people, including 83-year-old grandfather Rodney Nickerson of Altadena. And the number of dead is still expected to rise.
There's still a lot of people are unaccounted for. We don't know where they are. I think this toll is likely to go up, whether it's significant or not. Pray God it's not.
Hajime White lost her father, Anthony Mitchell, and younger brother Justin, who had cerebral palsy. In the Pacific Palisades, actress Jennifer Gardner's home was spared, but she's dealing with the loss of her own.
I'm pointing to a street where a friend of mine lived and she died in the fire, right up there. So coming down here and seeing it, it's very real.
Amid miles of destruction, the National Guard now standing outside fire zones to prevent looting. Today, Governor Gavin Newsom called for an independent investigation into the loss of water pressure in fire hydrants. This as outrage is growing and questions remain about what impact LA's mayor Karen Bass's budget cut to the city's fire department had on the response. Our local station, NBC Los Angeles, pressing the city's fire chief for answers.
So $17 million cut did not allow us to do what we needed to do. And where that impacted us specifically for Palisades was our ability to move into reserve apparatus.
So that apparatus could not be utilized in this fire?
We were limited with the number of resources that we could add and pre-deploy to this fire, yes.
Searching for answers as to what went wrong, as so many now search for a new place to call home.
Tom, let me circle you back to the top of that story. The residents you were with in Topanga, were they able to save their neighborhood?
Look, Lester, we were there as those flames were climbing up that hill, but those residents would not stop. With the help of the firefighters, those helicopters, and those airplanes, they took back control. By the time we were done, the smoke had largely cleared out of the canyon. And even though they won the battle today, all the residents there know this war is far from over. Lester?
All right, Tom Llamas, thanks.
If you stayed to the end of the video, I want to say thank you for staying to the end of the video. Please spam up, beat up. All right, beat up the comments, beat up the like button, smash the like button. All right, please follow if you haven't followed. Subscribe, and let's get it going. All right, so you'll get 6 videos a week. I'm working on them. We're gonna get it going. This is the first one coming out. And I hope you enjoyed it, that I gave you full screen and everything. I see how some people do half, but sometimes I'm trying to see what they're showing and I can't see it. So I had to do the best that I can do to give you the best screen so you can get the view that you could view. I hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time. I will keep on holding.